Hey, what is going on, everybody? It is Willis, aka Willis the Dawn, and I know I haven't posted a video in a good month or so, but that's for good reasons. I turned 30 about a couple days ago, Friday. What is today? Sunday? Don't even remember because this whole weekend has been an absolute blur. I've had a lot of fun, meet up with a lot of people I haven't seen in a good while, but I have been playing a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh, and I'm so hyped about the new format, the new cards within Dimension Force. And this deck right now, I think, could easily win you locals. It could get you high up into maybe certain regional placings, all that good stuff. It is basically Zombie Lock, plus some of the new Synchro monsters from Dimension Fusion for zombies, and a little spice at the end. We won't give it away, but this, if you play this deck, just know you will no longer have friends to play Yu-Gi-Oh with. It is just an absolutely disgusting deck, and I played it earlier in the week. I'd say like Wednesday or Thursday. I played it, and it does some things. So let's just go ahead and jump on into it. The first thing you're gonna play is 3 copies of Unizombie. I may or may not be hungover, so bear with me, guys. I'm trying to be like super energetic, and I'm gonna butcher it, but it's okay. 3 copies of Gozuki, and you're gonna play its twin brother, Mizuki. So basically, with these 8 cards, this is like your board. This is your setup. Unizombie, you're going to discard 1 card from your hand. Target any monster on the field, on your side of the field, increase its level by 1. It's obviously probably going to be Unizombie. It's going to go to level 4. Great. Then you're going to activate a second effect to send a zombie monster from your deck to the graveyard. Increase its level again by 1. Great. It's a great way to mill things or put things into the graveyard, which with zombies, that's what you rely heavily on, is sending things to the graveyard to activate effects. Gozuki is going to be one of your stronger normal summons because it's not once per turn, it's every turn you can activate this effect. Gozuki will send 1 zombie monster from your deck to the graveyard. If Gozuki leaves the field and goes to the graveyard, you can activate this effect by banishing 1 zombie monster in your graveyard except Gozuki to special summon a zombie monster from your hand. So very nice play there. So it's not a level requirement. And Mizuki is you banish this card from your graveyard, then target 1 zombie monster in your graveyard, you special summon that target. So right here, these are your main pieces to getting into a lot of good combo plays, and we'll explain that further on. So let me get these guys out of the way. The next core of zombies that you play are kind of like your extenders. You're going to play Jacobo-Lan at 1. You're going to play the new Chang-Chi from Dimension Force. And of course, we'll get into, you're going to play Glow Up Bloom. You're going to play Plague Spreader Zombie. And then you're going to play Mad Mauler, aka another Plague Spreader Zombie. So just to kind of go into some of these, Jacobo-Lan is going to discard a zombie monster from your hand so you can special summon him. Then you can target 1 zombie monster in your graveyard. It can be the one you just pitched to the graveyard to special summon it. And if you do, this card will banish itself until the end phase. So really nice play there. Chang-Chi reads a little bit different. It's like a Gozuki with the effect that during your main phase, you can send 1 zombie monster from your hand or deck to the graveyard. This card is banished. You can banish 1 zombie monster in your graveyard, special summon this card, but place it on the bottom deck when it leaves the field. So you will always kind of have these in your deck because they, if it leaves the field, it's going to go right back into your hand. It's great. Off its banishing effect, or off of its special effect. So you could potentially banish this from your graveyard with Gozuki and then, do some stuff, which is really crazy. But you can also have Zombie Reborn, new spell card from Dimension Force as well, that reads, target 1 zombie monster in either graveyard, banish 1 monster with the same name from your deck or extra deck, and if you do, special summon the targeted monster to your field. If this card is in your graveyard, you can shuffle 1 of your banished zombie monsters into the deck. So any point your opponent banishes off 1 of your main zombie monsters, with Zombie Reborn being in the graveyard, you can get it back, which is really nice. So we'll set Zombie Reborn aside. But as far as everything else, Glow Up Bloom is basically the MVP. If you can resolve Glow Up Bloom, you're golden. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can banish this card from your graveyard. Add 1 level 5 or higher zombie monster from your deck to your hand. Or if Zombie World is on the field, you can special summon it from your deck instead. And yeah, that's how you're going to get into basically Doom King right off the bat. Do I even need to ream Doom King? He is so freaking good. Basically, you know, when you have Zombie World out on the field or any field spell card that is in the field zone, he can special summon himself from the graveyard to the field, and then any zombie effect that gets activated, you can chain him to it, and you can banish one card on the field. Does not target, it just says banish one card on the field. It is so good. So that's why you play those two together. And then these guys are just going in for your synchro, just good little special summon mechanics, and especially Mad Mauler. You know, you target one level 6 or higher zombie monster on your side of the field, reduce its level by 2, and then special summon him. So you can get into your level 8s and your potential level 10 synchros with Mad Mauler. And same thing with Plague Spreader Zombie. So really good zombie tuners right there to have, just one-ofs. And of course, you know, like I said, you're going to play Zombie Lock. So you're going to play 3 copies of Necroworld Banshee, max out Zombie World. You can cut this down if you want to, but this is the main part of your deck you want to have. So it's better just to have Zombie World on the field regardless if you have Necroworld Banshee available in the graveyard or on the field to banish itself to set Zombie World. So that's how those are going to resolve. It's just no brainer. We all know about Zombie Lock. That's what it is. And then to add salt to the wound, this is where your friends are going to get up and say, fuck you, I'm never playing with you again. Play Rivalry or Warlords once you have Zombie World on the field. Your opponent can't even summon monsters to the field unless they play zombie monsters. And they might play, I don't know, Ash. More than likely, they'll play Ash Blossom, but nobody normal summons Ash Blossom. So immediately, if you get them the Zombie Lock with Rivalry Warlord, more than likely, if they don't play Spell or Trap Removal, that it's GG. So that's why you need those. Some tech cards, you're going to play Super Poly for one of your Super Poly fusion targets, which is going to be Dragon Necro. It requires 2 zombie monsters. Called by the Grave, just because it's called by the grave. You play Foolish Burial because you're going to send something to the graveyard. And then, of course, you're going to play Gold Sark. This is basically for Chang-Chi to banish it so it can activate its effect. Really nice. So good little tech cards right there. If they come up, it's cool. If not, you'll be okay. Then this is really where you're going to lose all your friends. And yeah, you're going to be this guy. You're going to play an Eldlich package. You're going to play 2 Eldlich. You're going to play 3 of the Cursed Eldlin. You're going to play 3 of the Scarlet Sanguines. You're going to play 3 of the Conquistador. You can play a Hakakiro, or I don't even know how you pronounce it, Hakakiro, whatever. You're going to play this guy, and you can play the Golden Land Forever to basically tribute off a zombie monster and negate an effect if you control Eldlich, which more than likely you will. So I'm not going to go too far into explaining Eldlich. If you don't know what Eldlich does, it just does things. Like literally, the whole idea with this package is if my opponent stops me from setting up a zombie lock with Necroworld Banshee and stops Unizombie, I'm going to play Eldlich. I'm going to go into like main phase 2 and just set my back row and be like, all right, you know what's about to come. So that is that. And then let me do a quick little edit and we'll get into the extra deck. Alright, so you probably noticed in my main deck, I don't have really a whole lot of hand traps. It's basically all gas, no filler, no defensive, just get into zombie lock, maintain it, and cards that are going to help you maintain a lot of that. You're going to do a lot of link climbing. You're going to play Link Karibo for Glow Up Bloom, Vampire Sucker to potentially get a draw off. You're going to play Crystron, Halka to go into Formula Secron. That's going to be your only like weird non-zombie tuner. Then for your other links, you're going to play Vampire Fascinator, potentially stealing your opponent's monster. Shurinui's Skill Saga, because that can protect your zombie synchros and your fire monsters, or your fire zombie monsters, but you only play 1 fire zombie monster, which is Jackalblin. It's like, that doesn't matter a whole lot, but to protect your own synchros is really nice. And then from there, you're going to play 1 Yuki Ono, you know, there is your Super Poly target. As far as your synchros go, you're going to play Archfiend Zombie Skull, generic level 6 that requires Plague Spreader Zombie. Immortal Dragon is a new card from Dimension Force. It's really decent. This is an OG Red Eye Zombie Necro Dragon. Red Eye Zombie Dragon Lord is a new zombie guy. And then you're going to play Skeletal Dragon Felgran. And then to round off the Shiranui package, you're going to play these 2 for potential OTKs. Shogun Saga is going to allow you to banish any zombie synchro monster in your graveyard, and you'll gain its attack. And then this guy is going to, Sun Saga here is going to return zombie synchro monsters to the extra deck, and then based on how many you sent, you get to destroy cards on your opponent's board up to the number that you have sent to the extra deck. So these two are really nice tech options. And for the most part, with your main board, you may not even go into a whole lot of crazy extra deck plays. But these are basically there, and I feel like this is a really good and super budget. Besides Formula Synchron, everything here that you see is super budget. So again, I'm not going to go into too much details about all of these, but just know they could potentially come up depending on if you got the right tuners, the right monsters on the field. So that is going to do it for the Zombie Lock plus Eldlich plus the new Dimension Force zombie monsters. If there's any combos that you want to see, or if you would like to just have me just do random hand testing, comment down below. If you follow me on Instagram, more than likely I will go ahead and do some hand testing there just for fun. But other than that, yeah, that's basically it. Again, if you need to see any combos, just comment down below and I'll make a follow-up video. But regardless, if you don't see it or not, let me know down below what you think of this zombie deck profile. And with that, I will see you guys on the next video. Hopefully you're having a great weekend and have a great week coming up. Peace.